Good morning, Biker Better School. I'm here at the insurance office. The insurance man's just finishing something up. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Don't forget, Judge is on tomorrow at 11. And Pete's on Wednesday night on COC Chicago. And Pete is also on Thursday on Biker Better School. Don't forget to go over and like our YouTube page, Biker Better School. Subscribe to it. Rosie Fest is coming up. For all of you planning on going to that, hit comment on the Facebook page. We're going to try to put together meeting spots for people to ride up together. Other than that, I'm just waiting to get in the office. So how's everybody doing?
She loves that place.
Well, there's a lot of cool camps in San Diego.
We haven't even told her about your job offer.
Ah, Mr. Bunn, I need to talk to you when you get a chance after we're done here. My kid Dakota, I see you're on here. Pete, how you doing? Hey Bev, go, how's everybody doing? I'm sorry guys, it'll be just a minute and we'll get right to it. Hey John, how you doing? Morning, Shane.
Listen, I don't mean to put any more pressure on you.
Jim, morning.
Before I answer that question, there's something I need to know.
Say I'm real proud of everybody. The Facebook page is really growing.
Howdy.
It shows there's a lot of interest.
Yeah, he's waiting for him to go in.
Good. I'll just leave this with you.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Just leave it right there, yeah.
Sounds good.
Yep, okay?
All right.
Have a good one.
Yep, you too.
Gary Webb, morning. Double D's, good morning. One thing I can talk about, guys, while we're waiting. You know, a lot of people are out there on other pages and other sites, and you guys see these comments, stuff that's not right, stuff that's not true. You know, comment on those things. Set these people right. I mean, it's crazy the stuff that people write out there. I mean, you don't have to get no argument or nothing. Just put the real truth out there. Hey Mac, how you doing this morning? For those of you just joining, we're just waiting to go into the office here for our interview. We had an unexpected call.
The life of insurance agents.
Yeah, the life of an insurance agent.
You never know.
Hey Rick Atkins, how you doing this morning? Oh, it's sunny, 80 degrees here in Illinois. All right, here we are.
I'm so busy.
I'm live right now. All right, this is Vic Wingirter our insurance agent. I've probably been with him for 20 years or better. We're going to ask him some questions. All right, Vic. First question I'd like to ask you, as a new rider, a new motorcycle rider, what's some things I need to know about getting insurance for my bike?
Well, basically how we determine as far as new rider, you need to know what the base cost is, and then what the cost with the extras, accessories that they put on it, because that's big in the insurance industry. As far as what happens is we see this all the time where they sell you this stuff with all the accessories on it, but the people don't realize this, that they have $7,000 worth of accessories on this bike, making this amount at, say, hypothetically $20,000, when it was a $13,000 bike with $7,000 in accessories. So they go in, they buy the insurance agent gives them a quote, and who's responsible? Is it the insurance agent? Is it the insured to ask or to say? I know with myself, with me being a veteran insurance agent, I know that I asked how much in accessories do they have. A lot of times they don't know. So what happens is we have to call up who they bought it from, whether it's the Harley dealership or the Honda dealership or whatever, and say, okay, what was the base and what in accessories did you put on it, and what did it come up to? So then we have to add accordingly, because we have things that we can put on the policy, to add the value of that bike up to what they paid for. And that's pretty important due to the fact that 3 years down the road, the accessories are still going to cost $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 to put on the bike, but the bike has went down in value. So what happens is the bike depreciates in value, and you get an NADA value, and then you get the full value of what you was paying for in the accessories. So the bike might have a value of $5,000 at that time, but you're still going to get the $5,000 plus the $7,000 in accessories
if you have the extra.
If you have the extra coverage.
Because I know from experience that when I moved out of state, that the insurance I had there, they didn't even offer it, accessory insurance, which I knew I could get it because dealing with you in the past. So that's something taking effect for the guys out there. If you go to insurance, ask about the accessory insurance, because if you end up filing a claim, you're going to lose out. All you're going to do is get fair market value for your bike, and you're out everything you've added to it.
And fair market value basically is, that could be a problem too, because what we feel is the bike's worth and what the book value says it's worth could be two different things, So if the bike is really clean, has a custom paint job, that's accessories. You have to add that on there, So besides them accessories, you go to your local paint shop, body shop, and have this done, and it costs you $2,000. You need to get receipts and keep that. Call your agent up and add it. It's always good to keep, especially on claims time, to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. In other words, have all your receipts, basically.
So if I add something to my bike, make sure I keep that receipt.
Keep that receipt, yes. It's protecting yourself.
Well, there you go, folks. I had 3 questions, but he pretty much answered everything in the statements he made. So I hope everybody has a good week. Leave your questions and comments in the comment section, and we'll get them answered. Thank you, Vic.
Thank you, sir.